Everybody. Hope you guys are having a good day today. I am very excited to be talking to you guys about skincare products today and natural alternatives to everyday products. So I'm just going to give everyone a couple minutes to get on. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to post it in the chat as we're going along. I do want to know how to share this. I just don't know how. I'll figure that out later. Okay, so today I'm going to be going over a little bit about my personal story and my history with my skin, my problem skin, and sort of how I've evolved to where I'm at right now. I'll be talking a little bit about the company I've chosen to get all of my natural skincare products from, and then I'm going to be going over some natural alternatives to everyday things, stuff that I use every single day in my life. So, which I'm sure you guys do too. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Stephanie, and I am a registered holistic nutritionist, and I'm super passionate about living a healthy, natural lifestyle. I really feel like, this day and age, there's a lot of toxins and chemical-filled everything out there. And, there's a lot of people that will come to me and just say, oh, like everything causes cancer these days, so I'm just going to eat this anyways, or I'm just going to use this anyways because everything causes cancer. And, in a sense, they're kind of right, just because of the way the industry is going right now. However, I really believe in taking control of where you can take control in your life and making those changes, because every little thing that you can do makes a massive difference in your life. And so that comes to food, that comes to stuff you're putting on your body, in your body, even like your mental state, like all of that. I really, really believe in just going back to the basics. That's part of what my whole practice is all about, is just going back to the basics, how we used to do things back in the day, because that's before all these chemicals and fake foods and all these toxin-filled products came out. And so there's been a lot of issues. A lot of the clients that come to me with issues that can be easily fixed through diet and lifestyle changes, which is pretty simple. So in reality, as I just mentioned, unfortunately, with a lot of the mass-produced products out there, like personal care, beauty products, household cleaning stuff, they're all loaded with synthetic ingredients that cause a lot of awful symptoms in our body. So if you guys are experiencing any of these types of symptoms, so sleep disorders, developmental problems, a really weak immune system, reproduction problems, depression, neurological problems, and of course the big C, cancer, that we just talked about, that can all be relating to what you're putting on and into your body. So that's why I'm going to be going over all this stuff with you guys today, and hopefully you guys can make some changes in your life, because some changes is better than no change. So in your body, you have a system that controls growth, your immune system, function, your moods, metabolism, sexual function, and sleep, plus, among a bunch of other things. And that's called your endocrine system. And so it's made up of glands that release chemicals called hormones into your body, and into your bloodstream, and they create changes within your cells, dependent on whatever you're doing in that moment or wherever it's needed. So for example, if you've just eaten a meal, your body's going to release hormones to help stimulate digestion and to digest your food properly. If you're under a lot of stress, your body's going to release hormones to get your body prepared for fight or flight. So, your endocrine system really is at the root of a lot of the functions in our body. And so it's really, really important that we have that functioning how it should be in our body. So what happens is when you're using chemical and toxin-filled products, what it does is it goes into your bloodstream and it actually mimics our real hormones in our body. So it's basically a fake hormone. And so what happens is when your body is ready to release a hormone, as it normally does, it sees that there's already a hormone there. And so, it's like, okay, I don't need to release as much or any at all. And then your whole hormone system is going to be thrown off balance, because as we know with nutrients, our body can't recognize or digest or absorb or use synthetic nutrients just the same as hormones. We can't use fake hormones in our body. So this is why it's really important to get a handle on that kind of thing. So when it throws everything off, you're going to experience some of those symptoms I just talked about in the beginning of the video. So some examples of things that you want to look for in the labels of your products is number one is BPA. So that one's a pretty common one. I feel like a lot of us have heard that time and time again. So that's found in plastics and in the lining of canned goods that you get. So I'm not saying don't buy canned goods, just make sure that when you're reading the label, it says BPA free on it. Triclosan is found in antibacterial soaps. Parabens, that's another really common one that a lot of us have heard. So this is found as a preservative, and it's found in a lot of personal care products, so like sunscreens, moisturizers, shampoos, conditioners, all that kind of stuff. You really want to make sure you're reading the labels of everything that you're putting in your house. Phthalates, so these are found in hairsprays, nail polish, deodorants, and plastic food containers as well. Dioxin is also found in personal care products, and pesticides, of course, that we've heard is all over our fruits and vegetables. So the pesticide one, that's I just want to touch on that just for a second. It's really important to buy organic when you can. Now, a lot of people think that you need to buy everything organic, and you don't. I don't want you guys to waste your money on stuff that you don't need to. There's a really helpful sheet that you can look up on the internet. Just Google it. It's called the Clean 15 and Dirty Dozen. And this is a list that's created that shows you the foods that you definitely should get organic because they're the most heavily pesticided products, or other ones like, so for example, avocados and mushrooms. Those are two that you do not need to buy organic, so don't spend your extra money on those because they're very, like, the least amount of or no pesticides on it at all. And so that'll show on the other list. So it's a really helpful thing to bring with you guys into the superstore market, wherever you're going, and just kind of keep that in the back of your mind, so you're not wasting money where you don't need to, but you're still getting the most benefits from that stuff. So in the last 50 years there has been 3,500 new chemicals added into our food, and 3,000, like over 3,000 added into our homes. And to me, that's absolutely staggering. Like, that is just, I don't know. I'm beside myself with that kind of stuff. And that's why I really want to, we are in control of what we put on and into our bodies. And we need to exercise that a little bit. Like, we, don't just go with whatever's cheapest and whatever's out there. You get what you pay for. You're paying for something that's really cheap. It's going to be filled with crap that's going to really affect you in the long run. And like, who wants that? So why not spend a couple extra bucks and get something that really is going to be benefiting your body rather than kind of putting you at a disadvantage. So what does this mean? So if we're filling our bodies with this kind of stuff, with all these chemicals that are out there these days, it means that you can't absorb nutrients properly. It means that you're going to have a hormonal imbalance, as we just talked about. You're going to have memory problems, mental disorders, neurological problems, all that kind of stuff. So again, if you are experiencing any of this stuff, really take a look at what's around in your household. Like, there's a, let's just see if I can find it. There's an app called Think Dirty, and I've talked about this before with you guys. I'm just going to pull it up on my phone here. It's this little one. I don't know if you guys can see it, the Think Dirty, the black and white one. That has been a lifesaver for me over the last little bit. It's kind of fun, actually. I bring it with me into the store, and I will just scan different products, and it will give you a rating as to where that falls in your house, like where that falls on the chemical scale. It'll tell you, it'll go to the red if it's not good, and it gives ingredients and stuff like that on there. So it's a really amazing tool to help you figure out, instead of trying to read everything yourself and looking up what all these ingredients are, this is just a really quick, easy way to do it. It's a free app, so go ahead and download it. Have fun, go through your bathroom, go through everything, and just, start checking some stuff, because guaranteed if you haven't done that yet, there's probably a lot of stuff that you don't realize is not really that great that you're putting on your body. So it's really important, just like I said, make changes where you can. For me personally, I just uprooted my whole, like, when I went through nutrition school, Lana was 6 months old, and I got rid of everything at once and just started from scratch. I'm not saying you have to do that, but if money is a concern for you, then use up whatever you have in your bathroom or whatever you're using, and then once it's done, replace it with a better alternative. So you don't need to be like me and get rid of everything, but by all means you can if you want to, because I just knew I physically couldn't put something. Once I learned about it, I physically couldn't put it onto my body. I really couldn't. Or just knowing like what it actually does to me, I physically couldn't. So I got rid of everything. So anyways, a little bit, I kind of got sidetracked there for a bit, but a little bit about me personally. All throughout high school, I had really bad acne. And so my acne was here, all across my forehead and all across my chin here. And I had really bad back knee as well. And at the time, I'm young, I'm in high school, I was desperate. And without looking at what I was putting into my body or onto my body, I went and I jumped on the Accutane bandwagon and I did that. And, looking back now, obviously, I know I could have done 100 other things that would have made a world of difference. But, when you don't know, you don't know. You always make the best decisions with as much as you know. And that's why I want to share this with you guys, to empower you to make your own decisions and try a better route than Accutane, perhaps. So anyways, it helped. It cleared up my acne, of course. But after I had landed, I noticed that my skin started to break out again. And so obviously going through school, learning about all this kind of stuff, what I'm doing with my body, I made changes, and it was awesome. It was like night and day almost. I've tried a lot of really natural products on my skin, and some of them I honestly didn't like. I've really done a lot of trial and error with stuff. Deodorant is a huge one. I really still haven't found one that's 100% for me yet. I'm in the process of going through and testing a bunch of different ones, but I do have one here that works pretty good that I'm going to show you guys. Anyways, so let's get back on track here. Okay, so I'm going to go over all these products in just a second here. But as a lot of you guys probably know, I have chosen doTERRA as the company to get all of my natural skincare products from, all my essential oils, for cleaning products, all that kind of stuff, for a lot of reasons. And, when I was first introduced to the industry, I did research a bunch of different companies, and I chose this one for a few very specific reasons. doTERRA has been around since 2008, and it is already the largest essential oil distributor in the world, which says a lot about them, number one. I find that, things are very confusing out there on the internet for people, and this kind of makes it really easy, like a one-stop shop to get all of your stuff, because they have skincare, they have cleaning products, they have supplements, they have all this stuff, and it's actually really, really high quality, amazing things. And they've kind of raised the bar when it comes to these different products and standards and with all the oils and stuff, because the essential oil industry is actually an unregulated industry, which means that anyone can put pure therapeutic grade, organic, whatever on the bottle, when in actuality there's a lot of synthetic ingredients, fillers, maybe only 5% of the actual oil in that bottle. You don't know, you have no idea. And so with doTERRA, one thing that really, really impressed me a lot is that they've created their own set of testing and standards that each bottle of oil has to reach every time. So each bottle of oil, each oil goes through 11 different types of testing to make sure that it is 100% pure. There's no contamination, no anything else added to it. All of the plants that they get the oils from are grown in their natural habitat, which I also think is really important, because you're getting the truest, most potent form of the oil out there. We're not trying to recreate their habitat here and hoping for the best. We are getting it where it's naturally grown, which also means that we're supporting workers and families in third world countries. And so that is something that is really near and dear to my heart. It really kind of pulls on my heartstrings, and that's something that's really, really important to me. So that sold me right away. And now obviously experiencing a lot of the products, I haven't really found a natural, for example, a skincare like line, like facial cleanser and moisturizer and stuff that hasn't, a lot of the stuff I've used has left my skin feeling not clean. So I'm sure you guys, you know, if you're kind of looking for new ways to improve your skin, you're trying to go the natural route, you've tried stuff and it's leaves your skin not feeling good or feeling greasy. I've been through my fair share, and so this stuff has really made a difference because it's really lightweight. You feel clean, your skin's silky smooth, and you can actually notice a difference in like how your skin looks after a little bit here. So anyways, those are a couple of the reasons why I've chosen that company. Another reason as well is that if as part of their company policy, if there's something that you don't like, you can return it within 30 days for 100% of product credit back or full money back minus 10%. So I think that's pretty good. Okay, so let's go over some of this stuff. So my most recent purchase that I'm really, really excited about, because I use hairspray all the time, and I've actually felt really, really guilty about using the aerosol sprays on my hair, and that's one thing that I've kind of avoided talking about because I was still using it up until recently. So I found this stuff at Winners. So I found it, my eyes went right to it. It's amazing. It's a hairspray. I have it in my hair right now. It feels good. It smells really fruity. I smell amazing. There's no alcohol. It's infused with essential oils as well. So we don't know the quality of the essential oils in here, as I just mentioned. However, everything else is natural. I'm on it. There's no parabens or phthalates, like we just talked about, some of the chemicals. And yeah, it stays in my hair. So I'm really excited about this. I don't know where I'm going to get more after this is out. I'm going to look it up online and see where I can get it, or just go make a huge haul at Winners and stock up. But anyway, so that's my most recent purchase that I'm very excited about. Another hair care product that I use, so I make this myself. I'm almost out. This is my dry shampoo that I make. And so I just bought like a little spice container, and I fill it up with arrowroot powder, which is kind of like cornstarch. It absorbs and soaks up all the moisture in your hair, or grease in your hair. And then since I have brown hair at the top, so if you have blonde hair, just leave it as that, and you can drop in a couple essential oils that however you want to smell. But I added a bit of cocoa powder in here so that it doesn't go white all over my hair. It blends in a lot more, and if you have brown hair, you know how hard it is to actually find any of the other stuff that matches your hair color out there anyway. So I make my own. It works amazingly well, and that's something I'm really proud about. You can make it smell however you want to sort of overpower the cocoa smell in there if you don't want to smell like chocolate. Okay, so my skincare routine, let's go over that. So I did start off with the anti-aging skincare line with doTERRA, and I really, really liked it a lot, but I decided to try the Virage skincare line, and I actually like this one way better. Yeah, so we're going to go over a couple of those things. So this is the cleanser that I use, as you guys can see. So this one like lifts dirt and makeup off really, really easily, and it leaves your skin feeling super clean. It gets deep into your pores as well, so it's not one of those, I don't know, I've tried some like sissy natural products before. This one like really actually does the job. I really love it a lot. It leaves you having like a glowing complexion and hydrates your skin, and it's just amazing. I really, really like that a lot. And then for a toner, I didn't really use a toner before, but this came in the package with it, and I tried using it, and I am in love. I'm not going to go without a toner anymore. Absolutely love it. So this hydrates and tightens your pores and improves the texture on your skin. So it is a spray. I kind of didn't have a good experience kind of just spraying it on my face, so I sprayed it into my hand first and then kind of dab it all around my face. And that's absolutely amazing. And then next I use the hydrating serum. So this is like little magic in a bottle. This has been really, really good for my skin. It's really helped with like the moisture of my skin, just the overall feeling. I absolutely love it. It actually uses lipids similar to those found in your skin when you're at your peak of like optimum health and youth. So they've kind of replicated that a little bit in this bottle, which is amazing. So yeah, it leaves your skin super soft and smooth. I love it. And then I let that sit for a few minutes because it goes on and it takes a few minutes for that to absorb. And then once that's absorbed, I put on my moisturizer. So this is super lightweight, non-greasy, reduces fine lines and wrinkles. And yeah, it's a really nice lightweight moisturizer. Over the winter though, I was using the hydrating cream. It's almost gone, but this one's really, really good over the winter time. It really helps to lock in the moisture of your skin. And over the winter time, like I really have really dry, awful skin. So this really helped out a lot this year. It's lasted me a really long time. I'm finally out of it now, but it also helps to reduce fine lines and wrinkles as well. This is part of the anti-aging line. So that's what I do morning and night. I'm going to admit to you guys that I don't always wash off my makeup at nighttime. I know most of the time I do, but sometimes I forget or I'm just super lazy. But my skin always, you know, I wake up in the morning and my skin just looks so much better when I do remember to take it all off at nighttime. Okay, so another thing that I really use for my skin is Melaleuca or tea tree. So this has been a lifesaver. So when I do get random, like I don't get them very often anymore, but I do get breakouts now and again. So this I will just put right on to my blemish and it is gone very quickly. This is also really good for like any kind of skin irritations after shaving. It's really good for your nail health as well. So this is a little lifesaver for me. It's kind of like, yeah, I love that one. Okay, next, another thing that I do use for my skin, I use this probably once a week, and this is the mud mask. This is awesome. Draws out all the impurities from your skin. I feel it's really important to do that. You know, once a week is amazing. This is also another really good trick is to use this as an armpit detox. So I've done this a couple times now. In the process of, like I said, looking for a natural deodorant that really works well, but doing this once a week really helps out with drawing out. If you're someone that's using, you know, the traditional like Dove or Secret deodorant right now, you're putting chemicals into your body through your armpits. And so for women, you know, all of our lymph nodes are here. This is a lot of times where breast cancer is caused, is because toxins and chemicals are being sucked into your body here. And what's really close to those lymph nodes is your breast. So really important to, I mean, like I said, baby steps at a time. If you're not ready to make the big jump, because it is really hard. Like I don't want to go around smelling like BO either. So, you know, it's kind of in between, but I find this really helps out a lot. Doing the armpit detox once a week. So you're just going to do it the same as you would your face. You're just going to lather it on, let it sit for about 10 minutes and rinse it off. So speaking of deodorant, this is the most recent one that I have been trying and it works pretty good. I don't really have a lot of complaints from it other than if I am super active, I'm going to have to apply it again a second time. So in the grand scheme of things, I don't really think that's that bad. And it's a spray, so you got to let it air out a little bit. But this one, I know you can find a lot of this brand, the Sue Skin, at a lot of natural health places. So I got this one at Wilkes. If you guys are in Vancouver, it's this amazing little general store on Main and I think 18th, and it just has really cheap, like really good prices, but all organic, like really good high quality stuff. So it's my little secret place over here. If you haven't been, you have to go. Okay, summertime is coming also. So as I mentioned before, a lot of the chemicals are found in sunscreens, bug sprays for sure. DEET is a huge one. Please stay away from anything with DEET in it. It's just awful. That is one of the main hormone disrupting chemicals out there, and it makes me cringe anytime I see anybody using it. There's a lot of different alternatives out there. I have tried making my own in the past and it worked great. I have tried making my own sunscreen in the past too, and that worked great too. But I don't know. I really feel like I'm willing to pay for certain things that make my life easier. And I know a lot of people are out there super busy or just don't have it in them to do it yourself. I find it fun. Like, I actually really like it, but if I don't have the time, then I'm going to go out and buy the alternative. So doTERRA actually carries the Terra Shield, which is a really great bug spray to use. And then for sunscreen, I have this Badger one, which I buy. There's another one, Green Beaver, is also a really great one to get out there, but it's yeah, it's all natural. This one is specifically for kids. Now these ones, the Badger one and the Green Beaver one, are made with zinc. So this one really has to be rubbed in a lot because zinc goes on white on your skin. So you know how some people have like the white on their nose in the summertime? That's what the zinc is. So you're gonna have to rub it in a lot more, but I will do it. I don't care if that means I'm not putting any chemicals and toxins into myself or my kid. So those are a couple of the products that I use. I think that's pretty much it, other than one really important factor that we are probably all not really, so we're concentrating a lot on what we're putting onto our body, but what about in our body? And so really nice, healthy, glowing, youthful looking skin starts from within. So as I mentioned before, if you do have a lot of chemical buildup in your body, you're not going to be able to absorb nutrients properly in your body. Plus our fruits and veggies, we definitely don't get enough. You should be having 5 servings of vegetables per day, which is like 1 serving of vegetables equal to half a cup. So how many of you guys can actually say you're eating 5 servings per day? Be honest. Pretty sure most people say that they can't. So, you know, supplementing where you can, I feel is really, really important. And so, of course, my vitamin line is right here. So doTERRA carries these as well. Again, it's a whole food supplement, which is really, really important. So nothing synthetic. As I mentioned before, our body can't recognize anything synthetic. So all natural, whole food source. They do have some helpful essential oils added into some of them. So it comes in the little package that you get. It comes with the multivitamin, with your omega-3s. Omega-3s are really, really important for anti-inflammatory, for brain and cell function, and for healthy skin and nails as well. We definitely need it. We do not get enough omega-3 in our diet. Omega-6, omega-9 are easily come by, but omega-3 is a lot harder. We don't eat enough fish to be able to have the proper amount. So it's really important that you supplement with that. And then it also has the alpha CRS comes with that as well. And so this helps to combat oxidative stress on your cells. It helps to protect your cells from toxins and helps support healthy cell function. So this is super important as well. So if you're wanting to get started with any of these products, I am offering a bit of a promotion right now for the skincare line that I just showed you guys. So there's a couple of different ways to get started. So number one would be to just get the membership, which is $42. It's kind of like a Costco membership. It saves you 25% off any of the products that you get for an entire year. My computer's gonna die. I need to, hold on one second.